Holiday Happy Helpline.
Help! My stockings are hung by the chimney with care, but I need some stellar gifts to fill them with.
Why get hung up? Just go to Old Navy.
Old Navy?
Yep, Old Navy's got great gifts for everyone on your list, and the entire store is up to 60% off.
60% off?
That's right. Old Navy's got gifts for just $2, $4, $6, and $8 for a Merry Christmas to all.
And to all a great price. Thanks.
Don't thank me. Thank Old Navy. Offers valid 12/12 through 12/18. Excludes clearance, gift cards, register line items, jewelry, today only and 2-day only deals.
You are tuning in to the Goldilocks Productions presentation of a Magical Journey show with Reverend Bryan Rawls. Bryan is a certified psychic medium, certified Fairyologist and realm reader, light language channel, extraterrestrial channel, universal channel, certified angelic communicator and facilitator, light code and star chi code activator, certified Reiki master teacher, certified esoteric energetic acupuncturist, a certified sacred activations mastering me practitioner, a multi-dimensional galactic shaman, and a certified witchcraft ceremonial magical practitioner. Call in now to reserve your spot on the switchboard. The call-in number is 657-383-1895. Press 1 to take you out of listen mode only. Enjoy this magical and healing show.
Hello, everyone, and this is your host, Reverend Bryan Rawls, and we have a very special show for you all today. I actually have a very special guest this evening. His name is Peter Howe, and I'm just going to read a little bit of about his life and what he does. And then we'll bring him on and let him further introduce himself. But Peter Howe has been a healer and holistic health practitioner and practicing alternative health for more than 30 years. He is a certified neuromuscular therapist who utilizes a NanoVi Pro device, quantum reflex analysis, crystal work, shamanic breath work, light energization, and pranic healing, among other modalities, to help his clients achieve optimal health and wellness. Though Peter's journey began with a personal quest for healing, his formal training began in the late 1970s when he studied polarity therapy and received certification through the Polarity Center in Jamaica Plain, Massachusetts. In the 1980s, Peter studied neuromuscular therapy with Paul St. John. In 1986, Peter became a certified neuromuscular therapist. Following his certification, Peter was an assistant teacher for several years at what was then the St. John Institute for Natural Health and is now the St. John's Pain Relief Seminars. He's continued his studies with classes in metaphysical healing techniques at the Delphi University in Georgia, where he's received his Bachelor of Science in Transpersonal Psychology. And Peter continues his studies and holds various certifications in Rohun therapy, psychotherapy through the Delphi University. His additional certifications since then include myofascial relief technique, and somatics and cranial sacred therapy. So without further ado, let's go ahead and bring on Peter and allow for him to tell his side of, or a little bit about himself and his personal journey and his healing journey. And Peter, how are you doing this evening?
I'm doing very well, thank you.
And that is wonderful. Wonderful. So tell us how exactly you stepped onto this healing journey and your personal quest.
Well, I think my quest, like most of us, started when I was pretty young, and we've all gone through our traumas and experiences that keep us in our mode of survival and yet keep us in that mode of growth. So from very young until really my own health issues started happening when I was really in my late teens into my 20s, looked at needing multiple surgeries if we went the allopathic route. And through the, I'll say, emotional need to grow and the spiritual need to grow, I really stepped onto that the 7-year itch in my late 30s into my 40s, where I really just had to dive deep into, my own spiritual journey and also figuring out ways to heal my body. And thus, everything I've done in my practice now has helped me. So things that weren't covered in the bio was that I've been a sun moon dancer I completed my 16 years. I've done over 20 years of drum dancing, which was with someone that I hold dear to my heart, which is beautiful painted arrow, Joseph Rael, who's a well-known Ute Pueblo visionary. And I think he really helped step on my toes and, should we say, kick my butt to the universe and back, which is truly a great growth experience for me. So part of my work is also doing ceremony in, I'll say, a white man's version of Native American ceremony.
Very neat.
Yeah. And
very neat description.
Well, we got to honor our brothers, right? So I can never say that I do what he does by any means. So
exactly.
But, anyway, so I've moved into a lot of energetic work. The crystal work was brought to me by Archangel Michael through meditation, and so the work I've really experienced now, my experience is that I couldn't just heal myself spiritually. I needed to support myself really through, I'll say, making more aware my physical body, my mental body, my spiritual body, my emotional body. And that's where my work really lies now, is how to work with a person as a whole instead of just one piece.
Perfect. Well, how about let's take some phone callers and let's give some kind of mini sessions here to kind of give the callers a taste of what you do. All right. Okay. So because we got lots of phone callers by what's on the switchboard, so we're going to have fun here. So let's go ahead and call on our first area code, which is 509, and area code 509. First name and question, please.
Yes, my name is Erica, and my question is in regards to, I guess, like a job. I'm going to be graduating soon, and I want to know if the next job will give me, like, financial security for the meantime before continuing my education, or, like, what you see me doing, I guess.
Well, I'll come right out and say that myself, I'm not great on the one-on-one psychic readings about your future, but knowing from what I've seen and felt of you at this point, I would say your next job is going to be a footstep to the next job about 3 down from now. It feels like you're really building your foundation, but you're still trying to understand yourself. So the ability to really grasp the depth of what you want for a job is still growing. And truly, what's going to really pull you forward in this is by exploring and expanding your experiences so you have more references to choose from for which really your path is going to call you. In today's energies, I would say it's best not to get locked into one set path until your gut, your heart, really feels grounded, you feel full with yourself, and you feel gratification with what you're doing. So truly, I would say explore. Have fun with the exploration while you're still opening to your life.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I just wanted to know that, I'm going to be making like a good amount of money because I have been just, busting it at school for so long. Mm-hmm.
Well, Erica, there is going to be a substantial amount of money that comes in that makes you comfortable. So I do see that this is, and this is my personal impression, and what I feel here is that within the job that you get ready to receive, or getting ready to receive, I do see that the income is going to pull you over to where you can make it month to month, and even be able to save and build some sort of a foundation for you, because I see new opportunities coming in into the springtime and summer. Springtime and summer. So there's a lot of opportunities coming up for you, Erica. So you kind of just need to continue forward on whatever it is that you've been doing, and kind of just stay grounded. Grounded mainly, because you are kind of floaty, and I have the same issues. So yeah.
Okay. Well, thank you for the insight. I think I will. I mean, graduation's not that far, and it's a struggle to be a student, and be dedicated with a specific schedule to where you can obtain those, good office jobs or things you really want. So, yeah, I'm looking forward.
Remember play. Remember play, all right?
Mm-hmm.
You when you start taking yourself too seriously, which I have a feeling you do, bring in the play for yourself to make this adventure fun for you. But I agree, ground, eat some good rooted veg, keep your feet on the ground.
Okay.
There you go.
Thank you. Mm-hmm.
So, Peter, how can Erica get a hold of you, just in case she wants to possibly get some energy work for into the new year, or?
She can either email me at info@peterhowe, HOWE, healer.com, or she can give me a call at 508-838-1101, and I'd be happy to talk with her further.
All right. Thank you, Erica, for calling in to the Magical Journey show. You have a wonderful evening. Okay, and and Peter, to kind of clear up for the callers on what type of questions you are able to answer, and what kind of questions you kind of want to shy away from, you're more than welcome to kind of build your boundaries however you like, if you would like to announce them.
I guess I've always shied away from the proverbial psychic reading, but my fortes are finding blocks, removing blocks, health issues from the minute headaches to severe digestive issues to, just also really body, mind, and soul issues, spirit issues.
Wonderful. And callers, he is excellent on finding blocks and energy. So he is the go-to guy for blocks. And later on in the call, he will be doing a group clearing. So let's go on to our next phone caller, and this is one of the regulars, Peter. So, and Jay usually loves to find out what type of block is within her. So let's see what kind of question Jay has. Jay, how are you doing?
Hi, hello to you both. I have a question for you, Bryan, as to like how you see me supplementing my current part-time income next year, and for your guest, what he picks up for me health-wise.
Okay. All right. All right. So I just really spaced out, and I did not hear not one word of it. So it's okay. Can you
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. My question to you was, how do you see me supplementing my current part-time income next year?
Okay, so what I'm seeing you supplementing your current or your part-time income next year. Now I see that there is going to be different avenues and different venues that you will be earning your part-time income or part-time money. Okay, and I'm seeing something around odds and ends jobs for people's family members, and then I'm also seeing healing energies and readings coming in. So I don't know if you have kind of wanted to take up that, but I see you also utilizing that healing energy to it as well. So that's where that kind of semi-caretaker nurturing energy comes into. So you have a wide range of opportunities available, but you would be most happy as of right now to kind of lay low and work on you, and as you're healing them, you're also healing self. Does that make sense? All right, perfect. And let's see what Peter has to say, if he has anything to add in.
Yeah, well, in general, what I see is that your tendency is to put out more energy than you give back to yourself or allow in. So the idea is, if we talk more on the physical level, we really want to look at how do we build up your adrenals, how do we build up your general endocrine system so you can hold on to your essential life force. But also there's certain blockages, shall we say, around the sacrum, in the frontal cortex of the brain. We have a few blocks in the neck, atlas rotation, along with, if I would not say, some blockage within the, I'll say, right ovarian area. It's not essentially the ovary itself. So the part I would say is how to really feed the body. If you're a long-time person with Bryan, you know about his, the cleansing baths, sea salt baths with baking soda. One favorite of mine, because we're all being inundated with it, and it sounds crazy, but using Clorox. Years ago, Dr. Parcells used Clorox for pulling heavy metals out of our system. And it sounds crazy, but a half cup of regular Clorox, has to be that type of Clorox, will really help pull out heavy metals. And heavy metals are just in our atmosphere like crazy. And that will help also ground you. It'll help you out neurologically, and should help strengthen the body. But a couple of baths a week for a while would be really excellent. Let me see. Let me just look at this again. So if we also look at the emotional body and the insecurities that come in, that also is running a block down throughout the pelvis for you. So if we can, let's see, cards, yes. Interference, yes. So if we have you take a breath. By the way, do you tend to have any sort of right SI joint or hip issue going on?
I don't have joint issues. My right knee hurts every once in a while.
Okay, so usually, in structurally speaking, as if you start adapting to a pain issue, that'll follow up into, it'll follow you structurally, shall we say, and you compensate. So let me just, if you want, I'll be happy to start reaching in and see if you can concur, Bryan, of that block in the pelvis, yes?
There is a block in the pelvis from the pressure balance. It's kind of like decompressing.
Yep, and there's also the emotional part there. So let's just see if we can bring in love and light into that and see if we can lighten that up, and I'll see if I can get the rotation out of the right knee a little bit here. So, good. Interesting. Okay, so we'll cut those cords. So this is actually also related up as far up into as in your atlas, which is that nice vertebrae that your head sits on, which is attached to an interesting energetic cord. Stronger. All right, so back to the part where you tend to give yourself away, as in energetically, and not standing up for yourself as strong as you should. I'll just say, own more of you, and see if that doesn't help support strengthening. I'll say strengthening the knee and strengthening the pelvis also. Okay?
Okay.
Good.
Will do.
And drink more water, please. Drink more water. Thank you.
Okay.
All right. And real quick, Jay, here is a little bit of light language to go along with that knee. Okay, so that should decompress a little bit of energy within the knee and kind of rehydrate the meniscus. Okay?
And that was the cherry on top.
There you go. All right, and Peter, how can Jay get a hold of you?
Once again, phone number 508-838-1101 or info@peterhowe.healer.com.
Wonderful. All right. Thank you so much, Jay, for calling in, and you have a blessed evening. Okay. So, our next phone caller goes into, I believe it's 530, area code 530.
Hello, this is Amethyst. How are you?
Hey, sweetheart, how are you?
I'm doing good, thank you.
All my regular ladies.
Yes. I actually wanted to know if either of you see any more blocks that are preventing my abilities, such as sight, from coming to the forefront.
Okay. I'll take a look. Bryan will take
Peter, I'm gonna let you take this for a moment
Okay.
while I look, because I want you to have a chance to work with Amethyst, and then I will.
Great.
I guess I'll do my cherry on top again.
Okay, that sounds good. That's good. Hi, Amethyst. Let's see. Okay. One part of this is what I call the monkey mind, so your ego, not allowing yourself to really own your gifts, because I definitely see that you hold a big sparkle of light in you, and if I'm not mistaken, your host is quite large that surrounds you, so as they clap and applaud, I would say the first part is there, and then I would really be willing to, let's see, is that one? So off about, I would say, a foot. Oh, there it is. Okay. So we have, so in the world of implants, you also have an implant stuck out about, I would say a foot and a half, 2.5 feet off your right forehead, shall we say, off at about a 45-degree angle. So let's see if we can ask that one to be deleted, transmuted, and removed, which seems to be going. Thank you. So the joys are, right, you're a nice meditator and you tend to call in. And so I would say your belief system, if you can really strengthen, it's taken me years and years, and I still falter when I get into, shall we say, the human condition and get caught up in mass consciousness, to remember to keep cutting our cords to mass consciousness. And I say that for all of us, because it is heavy and it's changing rapidly. But for you hold a lot of light. Oops, okay, let's clear that one. So you also have interference field down off your coccyx, which is interesting. So let's clear that. Wow. So whenever I remove anything, I ask for that divine programming of love and light to replace, okay? So that way, as we create voids in your field, love and light fills it, so you get to hold and make choice, because it's not my place to force anything upon anyone except to clear the field and open you to start making choices. So when I suggest that the monkey mind is, active and limiting you, that's just my sight and suggesting maybe you want to pat yourself on the back a little bit more for all the good work that you're already doing. So,
thank you.
Let's see. Okay. So as I go a little deeper, we also see behind the heart, there's some old trauma and an old program that we can also ask to dissolve and bring in that good old love and light. And if you could breathe into the backside of your heart, that would be excellent.
Okay.
And I want you just to surrender it. All aspects in between, electricity, all right. My God. Yeah. Okay. Oh, good. So you transmute stuff very easily if you allow yourself to.
If I focus, I can.
Yes, absolutely. So much better. And that partially that program was a learned program from this lifetime. Okay. Having something to do with not really accepting all of you as you. So there's that, however you want to interpret that. So so there you go.
All
so
right.
Brian, where's your cherry?
All right, so we're going to go to what now?
Oh, I was going to ask if he saw anything with conception blockages.
What kind of blockage?
Like to be able to conceive?
Ah, okay. Well, certainly, let's see, is there blockage energetically? Yes, there is energetic blockage, but it's really important in these days also to really think of really high vibration foods that hold all the essential micronutrients. All right? Really stay away from food that's been scanned, at the grocery store. Stay away from anything that's been pasteurized. So like raw honey is really huge. Pollen is really great because it carries a lot of the real nutrients of life force in it if it is not pasteurized or been x-rayed or whatever. Okay? And so that's something that we can talk about at another time too, because I carry a lot of that good stuff. So, but yes, in conceiving, let's see, let me ask that one again. So blockage, yes. Especially right away, yes. Is it physical, mental? So it's still more of an emotional block, I would say, for you to really open up and conceive. And yes, you would be. So just questioning your motherhood, that little simple little thing about you'd be a great mom, you'd be a great mom. So hold that.
Wow.
So, I mean, it sounds simple, right? But somehow the subconscious for you plays that little. So anyway, so
the subconscious is very powerful.
Yeah.
It's like learning it years ago and actually applying it in your life has, I guess it's been two different things for me. And now, wow.
Well, we've had it instilled in our bodies the whole time we've been on Earth. It's just taken activation points for it to activate back up. And that's kind of what my cherry on top was going to be, was we were going to go directly down to the 8-cell blueprint and activate the Serpent of Fire and do a full Kundalini activation. And anybody can do that, can join in this. So we're going to go ahead and activate the Serpent of Fire real quick. So Serpent of Fire, rise above, filled with unconditional love. From the base of her spine to her heart, your ascending fire now does start. To cleanse, to release, begin, rebirth of herself now from within. From her heart to crown of her head, burning away energies, dying or dead. Igniting new life, new love, new fire. Serpent of Fire, rising higher. And just take a deep breath in. All right, so that energy is probably going to run for probably about at tops of 3 hours. So as it runs, it's going to be raising the Kundalini in a safe manner. So some of you may be going to bed directly after this, so don't be surprised if you don't wake up about 12, 1 o'clock Eastern time, or wake up so early energized. So just kind of take it easy and rest and do your thing. But that was basically the incantation is a spiritual awakening in itself, and it breaks through any blockages that are within the chakras. So you're good to go, sweetie. So if you have any problems from there other than the blockages, let us know.
Okay, thank you so much. Blessings.
You are very welcome, sweetie.
And I would like to may I just throw out one quick thing? here that
Yes.
for all of us now, that from the 12th of December right up until, the 11th of January, we have this massive energetic aspect to ourselves that we're being blessed with to really clean out all our old shadows and really bring forward new beginnings. So, for those that are a little shy to dive in, this is a great time to dive in and let go.
Oh, yeah.
And then
yeah.
bring in the new stuff.
Yeah. So we got, I believe this is my Belinda, but I'm not quite sure. So 716.
Hi, how are you? It's Belinda.
Yeah, I was correct.
Hi. Yes, you were. Oh my gosh, you must be psychic. Hi, how are you both?
I'm fine.
We're wonderful. I'm wonderful.
Hi, how are you? Peter, do you see any implants or energetic blocks on me or around me, please?
Okay. First thing that comes up is T12, so 12th thoracic, first lumbar for you. Have you had any digestive issues by any chance?
I mean, I've had acid reflux in the past, and I have it a little in my hair.
Okay. So what I was going to go into is that some good liver gallbladder cleansing would probably suit you quite well. I would say the sensitivity of your system could, So suggestions: increase your digestive enzymes before eating would be really excellent. There's also some of my works with interference fields. So real quick, an IF is where we've sustained injury, be it a concussion, broken bone, surgery site, etc., really starts interfering with the quality of, I'll say, the subtle body, that energetic aspect of the body, that really talks to how the brain speaks to organs, how organs speak back to the brain, but supports our really sustainable self. And it feels like you've had a few traumas that is slowing that life force flowing. So again, we could talk about that more later.
Okay.
I'm not picking up there's some blockage within the cervical area. I would say C3, C2, and 1. Let me see here. Let's go outside the body. No, it pulls me more back into digestion again. So, all right. So that's kind of where I would go. And is it physical, mental? Okay, mental. You don't strike me as one that holds on to stress, but are you a stressor? Or do you push really hard with yourself? Are you a little more on that type A? Like
Go. Yeah, I'm a go, very hard worker.
Yeah, okay, very good. So this is, again, for you, as many of us, as we get plugged into our day, into our lifestyles, how to remember to take time for you to replenish. When we run more from the sympathetic nervous system, we forget the parasympathetic. So over parasympathetic would be everything is mañana, okay? And
got it.
And if we're totally sympathetic, it's like I'll get it done yesterday. So we want that nice balance, and a lot of acid reflux, digestive issues come from that point of not willing to take that breath during the day to remember that you're only a two-legged on this planet, okay? So we want to honor that. And in the world of type A-ness, it's about, that achieving instead of, and it's great to achieve. I have no problems with people accomplishing their goals, but doing it in a way that's going to feed you, not only from the ego aspect, but from the spirit, from the heart. And so your body has a chance to recharge during your day. Does that make sense?
Yes, absolutely. What now? Would my vertebrae be the pain in my left hip and my knees then?
Say that one again. I'm sorry.
My left hip is in pain because I twisted my leg, and my two knees are in pain always.
Yeah, and so, but I would look at one from the neuromuscular aspect is that most of us tend to favor one leg, so one becomes shorter than the other. But for you, it's also a rotation in the pelvis. You're a little too anteriorly tipped, which is also, when that starts happening, then structural load on the into the quads that will create the stress into the knees themselves. But here's where, good old yoga, good old stretching every day, gently, but taking the time for yourself to, as one old instructor said that I had, sensorialize. When you stretch, feel, go inside, take the breath, take the time to allow that muscle to open, to talk back to your nervous system. Okay?
Okay.
And that is another level of allowing you to love you, which you give yourself pats on the back, but if I'm not mistaken, you don't go into that deep bear hug.
Okay. Very good, very good. Very nice.
Okay.
Oh, thank you so much. Yes?
Yeah, and I would also just say, look at various foods that would be adaptogenic to help upregulate your nervous system, your hormonal system. It'll really help support the whole digestive cause.
Okay, thank you so much.
Okay.
Thank you.
And Mr. Cherry on top?
All right, Belinda. So let's go ahead and so what's the energy that's within inside the like the digestive tract is that residual energy. What you need to do right there is you need to kind of like rake the aura. Rake the aura with some quartz crystal or some selenite. And as you rake the aura with some quartz crystal or some selenite, and I mean not just sit there and brush it over you like it's like a cloud or anything. I mean really get there like not like you're brushing your like you have hair all over your body and you're literally brushing it with a selenite comb. I mean you really need to really get in there within that aura and move some of that energy out, because it will move the energy from the aura as well as from within inside the body. Also, what Peter said, drink some more water. There's a lot of soul healing codes coming in at the moment, so a lot of things are happening on this on the soul level, and we'll go in kind of like a stride of soul, mental, body level. Okay, so it's going to kind of go like a book. So it's going to go chapter by chapter. So these codes will definitely work themselves out. You may want to maybe work with Peter to have some of these blockages removed, or you can definitely work with me, or we can work out some of it. But I kind of feel as if you do that raking of the aura, you'll be able to take care of it yourself. Remember what we went over in one of the sessions we had is you know how to take care of the energy body.
Okay, thank you so much. Thank you, Peter.
Very welcome. Big bless.
Thank you. Blessings to you both.
My pleasure.
Thank you so much. Bye-bye. Thank you.
You are very welcome, sweetie. Namaste. Okay, so, all right, so we probably have maybe time for 2 more. We got like 15 minutes left, or actually probably about, I would say maybe 10 minutes left, 11 minutes left, enough for you, Peter, to give out your contact info again. But let's go on to area code 520. Area code 520. First name and question, please.
Hi, this is Joy.
Hey,
Joy.
Joy.
Can you hear me? My question is, I was told that I have a kind of a mushy something around one of my chakras and a blockage. Can you help me with that?
Okay.
Why not? Okay. So just one thing that we all need to do is really always continually ask for our silver cord to be solid within us. I always look at the silver cord as being this ever slightly moving around, small, literally silver cord. I mostly see it within the torso and more up around the chest, but through traumas, we tend to have that torn. And so for you, you're about 40% torn. And when the tearing happens, it doesn't allow us to hold on to the essential life force in our body. You know, I always look at it as if it's completely torn, we could be walking in the middle of the desert and get run over by a Greyhound bus. You know, I mean, it's just we're done unless we catch it in time. But most of us have tears in this ever so vital field. So in order to, my experience anyways, is in order for the chakras to really hold and not get mushy, we have to go in and look at and clear the trauma that has started this tear in the cord. And thus, then you can start holding on to your energy. A good example is when it's really torn, people tend to bump into things. They can't quite accomplish what they set out to, finishing tasks, etc. So let's just start with bringing in your guides and healers and our hosts and mine, and we'll just ask to delete, transmute, and remove all rips and tears within the silver cord. Move into the highest and greatest good, all blocks from the body to creator to body, and all aspects in between. Cool. Well, you're easy to work with. And then we'll just clear the etheric field of cords. Move all rips and tears and holes within the etheric field. As I look at you, is solar plexus that's a little mushy. Second is a little mushy. Heart's a little mushy. Throat's okay. That's all within your face. So that's pretty good. The 8th and 9th is a little mushy. So let's just call them in and ask to unmush you. How about that?
Sounds good.
So if you can breathe and allow and just to receive, we ask for all meridians, submeridians, etheric meridians, chakras, major, minor, and micro, to now, again, hold life force. We ask to really transmute, remove any and all limitations within these energy systems, making it so. From body to God, God to body, all aspects. Go in the second, one first, one third, 100%. open mind. Open more, please. It's my God, from Gaia to God, all aspects in between. And we hold grace, we hold love, we hold light, compassion, truth, trust, honor. Take another deep breath, please. Bryan, you want to add a cherry?
Yes. Okay. So, now, just take a deep breath. This is just going to allow you to flow better, okay? Because I don't really feel as if there was any mushiness going on around the chakras, to be honest with you. There was a little bit of a tad of an imbalance within 2 or 3 of the chakras, but that tad of an imbalance can be easily taken care of real quick. Like, so take a deep breath in and just listen to my voice. Okay, and just take a deep breath in, and you need to breathe. Okay, there is, yeah, you need to definitely breathe.
Yeah, I've been told that before.
It's important.
Yeah.
You definitely need to breathe, because how they're basically putting it is, I see a molehill, and then I see a mountain. Mm-hmm. So I think there's a little bit of an exaggeration when your adrenal gland starts pumping. Okay, so kind of breathe into reality. Okay, stay here into Mother Earth and anchor in. All right. Okay. Okay, take a deep breath in. All right, and that should help out a lot.
Excellent. Thank you, you guys. I just want to say thank you, Bryan, for letting me know that my spirit guide was whispering out.
You are very, very welcome.
Peter, you have a good day, and thank you so much.
Big blessings, and keep having more fun out there.
Oh, you betcha.
Great.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye, dear. All right, and all right, so we are going to have to take my last lady real quick, and this is the last of my ladies, and it's 818, Miss Carolyn. Hey, Miss Carolyn.
Hi. Thank you for taking my call. I'll be real quick. I just want to know, do I have any blocks?
All right, Blockman, what's up?
Blockman, yes. Definitely, well, first you have what I see blocks sort of outside that are influencing you inwardly. So, again, blocks more out in the back. You've got one, actually, that's actually an implant that I'm seeing, if I'm not mistaken, outside the field. So, that's, well, they do that every now and then, those little pesky peoples or beings. So, so we'll ask to remove that, because that'll help out with your neck a bit more, add some more freedom to that. You want to remove, right?
Yes, I do. Yes.
Okay. Just checking. Okay. One of my little gifts was at age 14, I was abducted, so I know all about implants. So
that's what I have.
There's one, but and most of us have implants. So it's just a matter of waking up and removing them. So, Brian's good at it, et cetera. So, we can, implants are there, and that's just, to me, they're just, in a warped way, it's our reward for learning how to grow and overcome. So, once we become aware of them, then we can easily, for most cases, most of them can be easily removed, as yours is dissolving now. And we can have, 1 to hundreds, depending on the person. So, so let's, I myself also see some, a combination of about 15 bold hexes, curses, and spells that are also blocking that vivacious heart of yours.
Okay.
And pelvic floor, we can move. Okay, so so there's that, and then I think that'll help with a little more flow to thyroid and a little more flow to your adrenals and super adrenals, and that should also strengthen, for some reason, what I see is just strengthening your balance a little bit more. Why, I don't know, but that's what I'm hearing. So there you go. So that's a start.
Thank you, because I was having problems with the adrenals and the thyroid.
Okay.
I guess
well, that should help, and there's always more. And for me, thyroid is one of those organs that through whiplash or concussion, whatever, can create interference fields. So the body's inability to talk to the thyroid, and again, that's something we can take time with at another time. But there we go for those implants. So have fun with the new, letting the energy flow a little better there.
Oh, that's gonna cause a lot of improvement. I'm gonna have fun just having some energy. Thank you.
Oh, you're very welcome.
Thank you.
My pleasure.
Thank you so very much, Carolyn, for calling in and blessing us with your presence this evening. And Peter, tell your contact information one last time before I say our goodbye.
Okay, so it is info@PeterHowe, HOWE, healer.com. Phone number 508-838-1101. And thank you all. It was a pleasure.
And thank you, Peter, for being a guest on the Magical Journey show. I would like to also thank Reverend Tiffany White Sage Woman for producing the Magical Journey show, and Goldilocks Productions for producing the Magical Journey radio show as well. And thank you all callers for calling in this evening. You are all what makes us, and we love you all so much. And I will see you next Wednesday evening on the 21st. And I will let you all know that the 26th radio show, there is no radio shows all week for the Goldilocks production channel. So remember, I will not be on. But the 21st will be a very special show. And much love to you all, everyone, and let angel wings guide your dreams. Blessed be, and namaste. Bye now.
Namaste. Many blessings.
When you don't go to Geico.com, car insurance can be hard. Like early 90s heavy metal hard.
I'm yelling! and screaming, and I'm loud. Roar!
Geico makes it easy. You can review and update your policy or report a claim on geico.com or the Geico mobile app. Because shouldn't we all have a little less stress in our lives?
I'm not even upset about anything!
Holiday Happy Helpline.
Help! My stockings are hung by the chimney with care, but I need some stellar gifts to fill them with.
Why get hung up? Just go to Old Navy.
Old Navy?
Yep, Old Navy's got great gifts for everyone on your list, and the entire store is up to 60% off.
60% off?
That's right. Old Navy's got gifts for just $2, $4, $6, and $8 for a Merry Christmas to all.
And to all a great price. Thanks.
Don't thank me. Thank Old Navy. Offers valid 12/12 through 12/18. Excludes clearance gift cards, register line items, jewelry. Today only and 2-day only deals.